What's up, everybody? I'd like to take a couple of minutes to help rejoice in the announcement of Lei Wulong for Tekken 7 by looking at some of the possible changes to the character compared to his old version. The first thing we see is part of his old Tiger 4 combo. It used to look like this in Tag 2. That part in the middle is exactly the same. He does the ballroom dance, which is full crouch down forward 2-1-4, and takes him into Phoenix Illusion, where his hand is up in the air. And then he just does 2. You can see that Phoenix Illusion 2 now has Power Crush properties in addition to causing a tailspin. It used to be a natural launcher in Tag 2, except it would cause him to bounce in the air for a regular combo. This is still a combo starter, just maybe a smaller combo. It'll also be interesting to see if these property changes are also applied to his forward 2, which is essentially the same animation, similar result. The next thing we see is an old combo with a new variation. He does down forward 2 into Wolf Strike, and then he cancels that into Tiger Stance. You used to be able to use Tiger 1 as a bound move, and now you can see there's a new screw attack instead. And he ends the combo the same way that he used to. Look like this in Tag 2. There's a Tiger 1 bound and the same ender. So what we're seeing is the exact same combo as the old one, but a tailspin instead of a bound move out of the Tiger Stance. Now it looks like Tiger 2-2 is the screw attack, which would replace the old Tiger 2, which used to look like this. It used to be a mid palm strike and counter hit launcher, and the new Tiger 2-2 looks like it could be mid high, which is interesting because there were no high attacks out of Tiger, they were all mid. Whereas Tiger 1 used to be a bound move, they reworked Tiger 2 into be a tailspin and possibly a little different mix-up option in there. So that'd be interesting to see how they change other stances, because there weren't really practical bound moves, so maybe there are going to be more practical tailspin moves out of other stances. The third clip shows us the 5 main stances with rage drive options out of each one. So let's take a look at each of them. This is the Panther stance, and he does 1-2, the low-high Panther scratch out of it. This is Crane, and he does the up forward 4 hop kick. This is Snake, and that is the 1+2. Next up is Tiger, and there's that Tiger 1 bound move that we saw earlier. And then Dragon, and he does forward 1+2. Now, each one of these seems to have a slightly different variation from their original versions. We can see the Panther scratch causes a tailspin now. The up forward 4 out of Crane now causes the super high launch arc. Snake 1+2 has the huge knockback. Tiger Stance's 1 now causes the bounce without being a counter hit, apparently. And the Dragon Stance forward 1+2 also has the same huge knockback. The same kind of knockback you would see from Paul's or Leo's Rage Drive. Hits the wall from like 50 feet away. So there's no way of knowing yet exactly how this works. Does he have 5 different rage drives, 1 for each stance? Or is there a single rage drive move that lets him cancel into various stances, much like Lee can go into misstep or Nina can go into crouch dash off of hers? Maybe Lei has the ability to go into a stance of his choosing and get another option from there with additional properties. Either way, it seems like a lot. That seems like a really powerful tool. The Panther Scratch being a launcher seems really unfair. Other things are just extra knockbacks, so maybe they're practical in combos. There's really no way to know. There could be several ways to look at this, but either way, they create an interesting facet, a lot more options for Lei, whether it's damage, situational, or combo related. Either way, if it's multiple rage drives or a single rage drive with multiple options, that's a pretty interesting concept. And the last thing we see is Lei's rage art. It looks like he might avoid lows entirely, like Devil Jin or Lily does, and save him from that little bit of chip damage. But otherwise, it's a cinematic rage art. You can see this Lei has the same kung fu vibe and that slapstick sense of humor. So I hope the rest of you are as excited as I am for Lei. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out there.